Hi, my name is Tasha, Family Paranormal. We're a family of just paranormal enthusiasts, I guess you would say. I love anything and everything paranormal. I've uploaded a few videos on YouTube. I think I have a couple investigation videos on here. We do investigate, but today we're not going to be doing any investigations. What I'm going to do is bring you a little bit of a story time about some experiences that I've had and that other people have had in my home. So, you're fine. So, we moved in here, I believe, May of 2018. My mother-in-law lived here first. It was her and my father-in-law, and she's raising my husband's little cousin. He has autism. Anyways, so they all lived here first, and after they moved out, they gave us the house. Well, she would say that they would have experiences in here, but mostly it was always Dylan, which is my husband's little cousin. He would get up out of his bed, walk out of his room, walk all the way down the hall, all the way to the back by the bathroom and the back bedroom, and he would just stop and look up and just say, "I told you, I don't want to talk to you." He would do this multiple times. I don't know, like a month. He would do it like multiple times a month, not in a day. So she would tell us that, he would do that. So anyways, we moved in here, and for the first, I don't know, a few weeks, I really didn't have any experiences or anything. I really wasn't seeing anything or hearing anything. Not until, I would say, my daughter, my youngest daughter, she had told me that she had walked to the kitchen to get her cat. It was nighttime, everyone was in bed. She had walked to the kitchen and she went through our living room, and my husband's recliner. She had to pass my husband's recliner. Well, she told me that she had seen a dark figure. She couldn't like make it out, but she had seen like a dark figure sitting in my husband's recliner, and it was like moving all like really erratic, like really crazy. So that was her experience. My oldest daughter, her bedroom was the back bedroom, and she said she would hear footsteps up and down the hallway. Oh, our bedroom is kind of like a build on. It was an add-on. And come to find out, the people that lived here before my mother-in-law lived here, the man's wife had actually passed away in what is now my bedroom. And her name is, or was, Carol. I won't say her last name. So anyway, my husband works midnight shift, and well, let me just go back, because before I let Chris tell his side, and I'll explain to you and let you introduce you to Chris, but before I let Chris tell you what happened to him, I'll let you know what happened to me. So one night, I don't even know. I guess I had awakened, or I don't even know how to even explain this. This is like so bizarre. But let's just say when I came to, I was sitting up on the side of my bed, and I couldn't feel my body. And I don't know if you would call it sleep paralysis, because I was actually sitting up, but I couldn't feel my body at all. Like I had no feeling over my body. So I don't know if you would call it a sleep paralysis. If anyone knows maybe what I had went through there, maybe you can put it down in the comments section and kind of, you know, at least give me something to go with here. So anyways, I was kind of like in and out of I don't know if I would say I don't even know if I would like say that. Like
in and out of sleep in a way.
kind of, yeah. Well, I was facing the wall. My husband sleeps, you know. He was behind me, like I was sitting up on the side of the bed. He was rolled over and he was facing the other direction. So our backs were like we were back to back. And so I'm like having a conversation and I can't even tell you the conversation. Like I had no clue what I was even talking about with this thing. But I was looking over my right shoulder and I was just having a full on conversation. Don't even know the words that were coming out of my mouth. I have absolutely no clue. But this thing was like standing over my husband and it was like tall and black, like solid black. Um Kind of long fingers, not real long. Um but this thing was just standing over him and I'm having a full freaking conversation with this thing. But I couldn't feel my body and I didn't understand what was going on. I know it sounds crazy and I know it sounds bizarre. That's the only way I know how to explain it. And it like creeps me out, freaks me out. But I wasn't scared. Like the whole time I'm having this conversation with this creature, this, don't know if it was a demon, some sort of entity. I know. But what really freaks me out is because, okay, and before my husband, I know I jump around a lot, and I kind of just when I give you another bit and piece, it kind of puts things into better perspective. Maybe I don't know if you would even use that word. I'll get better. Before my husband and I were married, he was married before, and he was attending church. And my husband's not a regular church goer. Neither of us really go to church. But he was attending church, and which probably we need to change now. We need to start going. He was attending church, and he was telling me this story. This is what happened to him. He was sitting in church, and the preacher, I want to guess was his, I want to say it was his ex-father-in-law, if I'm not mistaken. But anyways, he was up there preaching and he stopped the service. Like, I don't know if anyone's familiar with Pentecostal church. I grew up in one. But in a Pentecostal church, the preachers get up there, they're preaching, they're hollering, yelling, you know, the whole nine. And he just stops. My husband said he just stopped. He just stopped. And he said, I don't mean to point, you know, anyone out, but I have to tell you, Devin, you have a demon attached to you. We all have demons, whether it be addiction or whatever. But he never specified. So, anyways, so that's what kind of makes me think, you know, was it a demon I was having a full on conversation with? Was it the demon that's supposedly attached to my husband? I don't know. But yes, so I'm having this conversation, and the only two words that I remember even saying are what and why. And I was angry when I was I was just like, what? And then I was like, why? And this thing is just standing over my husband, and I'm like looking over my right shoulder, so I got a decent view of it. But in the meantime, I can't feel my body. Like, I have no feeling over my body. Really crazy. like, it was bizarre because I wasn't scared. Like, I had no fear. And then after once I come to and realize, like, what the just happened? Like, what was that? I told my husband, I was like, did you not hear me? Like, he slept through the whole thing. Like, he was deaf to the whole thing. And I'm like yelling. Like, I'm getting loud with this thing. And he slept through it. He didn't wake up one time. So crazy. And now my husband works, he works third shift. So, this is Chris. And Chris is my daughter's ex-boyfriend. And he still lives with us. It's another story, of its own. But I'm gonna let Chris tell you his experience on when he had to go. He had a crazy little experience. So, Chris?
Well, I'm not going to get into detail right now, but I'm just going to give you a little background information. My name is Chris Collins. Like Tasha said, I'm her daughter's ex-boyfriend, and I mean, that's all I'm going to give you for right now. What would you say, about a month ago?
It was probably about 3 weeks ago.
Alright, well, 3 weeks ago, roughly a month, me and my dog, well, Tasha's daughter's dog, I call it my dog because I take care of it mostly, we was in bed watching TV, and all of a sudden I heard like a footstep. Bailey, the dog, jumped up, looked at her, and started growling. I looked at the doorway, and all I seen was a woman in a white dress, black long hair, just walking down the hallway. Floor creaked, whole 9 yards. Well, I went into Tasha's room asking if Haven or Tasha was walking to the bathroom or anything, and she said no, nobody's there. She looked at me. I was pale white, like obviously I just seen a ghost, so of course I'd be pale white. And I mean, it's not the first occasion this has happened to me, like different things. I don't know if Tasha could put like a thread or something of the picture. Y'all see?
Yeah, I can, and yeah.
Well, that night was another story. I don't know if she posted a video of it, anything recently about it, but like this window right here, I was walking across coming this way, and she's sitting right where she's sitting now. Took a picture of that window, and I was just casually walking. She took a picture and seen a man in the window right behind me. It wasn't my figure, wasn't my shadow. It was an entirely different size and length, like tallness and everything. So, what I was thinking, I mean, Tasha's thinking it was somebody that was died near the house. I don't know if it was in the house or not, but could be anything. Well, the thing is, like, I went to sleep that night, in that, like, about 1:24 in the morning?
Yeah.
1:24, 1:30?
Somewhere around there.
I woke up, like, I was trying my damnedest. Like, I'll cuss throughout the video, maybe, I don't know. But I was trying my damnedest to open my eyes. I could not open them. It was like sleep paralysis. I've read up on it. It's like you can't move or feel your body at all. Like, I was stuck in one position. Well, I managed to finally open my eyes. My light was on. There was a black figure, like, exiting out of my room full speed. So I don't know what it was, who it was, but I knew I seen it. So I mean, that was another one. Tasha could tell you a couple more things going on. I don't know if she will, like, tonight, but that's on her. Here she is.
Good job. So, we've done some investigations here. We've done spirit box. We've done dowsing rods, EVP recorder. And I'm not really getting, I don't really get like direct answers. We just recently found out that the woman's name that passed away in my bedroom, she died of cancer, I think, and she didn't want to die in in the hospital, or so she died in at home with her family. I don't really feel like a threat from anything. I don't know. Since that night, I've not had another experience about like with sitting up one side of the bed and having a conversation with the entity or whatever it was. It was creepy though. It was really creepy.
You guys can put down in comments about something.
Hmm?
Well, when I was in 7th grade, I don't know how old I was, but I went to like Catholic school. I don't know if that has anything to do with like spirits or whatever being attached. I don't know. I've heard different things about like dark entities with Catholic or Latin or something like that. But I was there for like 7 days. I didn't like it, so I quit. Went back to my original public school. But it's like when I move into a house that is known for paranormal activity, it's either I see crap or like when I go to sleep, I see it in my dream. It's screwed up. I don't know your viewpoint of it. If you want to put it down in the comments, you can tell us
Yeah.
what you all think. But I mean, I don't know. There's a lot of crap that I don't know about. You might know it. Thank you.
Yeah, so if you guys have any information about what maybe that might, you know, what he just put it in the comments below. So I guess that concludes this week's story time. I'm going to try to really start uploading a lot of videos, whether it be story time, what's going on in our house. We do overnight investigations in our house, 3 a.m. investigation, or my husband and I actually, we were talking about we'll probably be visiting Waverly Hills Sanitarium this spring, maybe in April. I would say around April.
Now I don't know if I'll be there, but I'll think about it.
I'm not old enough to go.
Yeah, you're not old enough yet. My daughter. So there's a few people that want to go with us, but so I'm gonna really try to be putting out a lot of videos. I mean, criticize me. I know I suck at this. I'll get better. I promise. I'm pretty new at all this.
I suck.
But I mean, gotta start somewhere, right? And you learn from your mistakes. But anyways, this is an after school special. If y'all if you like the video, if you wouldn't mind maybe just hitting that like button and subscribing and share it. And I'd really appreciate it. I have like 15 subscribers right now. So my goal, honestly, I'm going to set small goals. My goal is at least 25 subscribers by we'll go with next week, by Monday, next Monday. That's a committable, that's a small goal, and we'll just keep going from there. But I really appreciate it. Appreciate all of you for taking your time out listening to this. If you have any feedback at all, go ahead and put it in the comments. I will be coming out with more content. We will be doing a lot of investigations. I live for the paranormal. I absolutely love it. I welcome it. Some people don't, but I do. I
She's a
love
weirdo.
it. I am. But did you want to add something?
Yeah. Well, I started a YouTube channel up. Would you say about 5 months, maybe 6 months ago?
Probably.
It's not much. There's nothing really on there, but I'm trying to gather up more content to put on there, like in a quantity, like in one day, 1 or 2 days. We'll leave a link down at it below, but leave a like and comment. Maybe subscribe. Thank you.
You didn't tell the name.
What's the name?
It's All About Gaming 1999. It's got like 7 subscribers so far.
He's big time.
Yeah, balling.
He's big time. But so I just want to thank y'all for watching this video. I know it's maybe kind of boring, kind of crazy, a little bit of here, a little bit of there, a little bit everywhere, jumping around. And I apologize. I'll get better, I promise. But are you okay? It's my child. Anyways,
Weirdo too.
thank you very much for thank you for just watching the video. If you wouldn't mind to like and subscribe, I'll be getting out a lot more content. Have a great night,
Chris, stop.
day, morning, whatever it could be, whenever you're watching this video.